picture in this division sooner than later. Tail of the tape as Takeshi Izumi and Vinicius Cenci get set to square off in the smart cage. Izumi's 36, Vinicius Cenci's 29. Cenci much taller and has a 4-inch reach advantage.
Ready, fight!
Lightweight showcase bout. You referenced it earlier, Jimmy. Izumi with a Greco-Roman background likes to get in close. Easier said than done against a guy with the size and range of Vinicius Cenci.
Also, Izumi, that gold medal he mentioned, that was in the Asian Games. Outstanding competition there, but to your point, he has to get inside to use it, get chest to chest. And Cenci also has faith in his ground game, very dangerous guard, so he might be willing to accept, all right, you're going to take me down every now and then, but I'm going to scramble well and either get out of there or you're going to be defending submission, so I expect him to be aggressive on the feet. 7
submission victories as a pro for Vinicius Cenci, who's found a way to combine kind of the best of both worlds. Started his gym life in Brazil. Now living in California, training out of King's MMA.
The Zainakov fight, which was the last time we saw him, which was in Cape Town, that was, grappler versus grappler, a lot of strategic positions there, choices on the inside when it came to takedowns. This is going to be a little bit more outside, as we're seeing here. Cenci doesn't want that inside battle. Good combination there, nice left hook. The question is Izumi ready for that kind of a fight? One thing about coming up in Japan with deep and everything like that, you know, Sean, you're an old school guy like me. Great strikers, really athletic, a lot of side-to-side movements. We've seen this kind of style before.
Long limbs of Cenci there on display as he tried the push kick high. Headed in the southpaw stance and stayed there.
Yeah, but he's staying in the center, being very aggressive. A lot of guys, when you have reach, you want to make your opponent come to you. That's not how Cenci's fighting.
So far, Izumi's having a really hard time figuring out that distance. Cenci keeping him at the end of the jab.
Also switching stances a lot. Changing the jab side, very confusing.
It also gives a different picture to the takedown setups if that's where Izumi wants to take this fight.
And Izumi, no real commitment to the takedown yet. Hasn't tried to get it close. Nice knee to the chest. Landing right in this Greco position. This is what Cenci didn't want with those attacks. Well, Sean, I know you, just like me, you've trained with a lot of Greco guys, and it's like, oh, they feel strong, yeah. And then they're in this position, you go, oh my God, unbelievably strong, positionally, in this chest-to-chest, double underhooks position.
Izumi now uses that to turn and land in the guard of Vinicius Cenci. Now, we talked about it already. Cenci might not mind this position. Last time out, he beat Tony Caruso by triangle.
And Caruso trying to, just like this, good angle on the hips. Trying to isolate the left arm of Izumi.
Takeshi Izumi has never been submitted as a pro or amateur.
And once again, when you come up in Japan, you're going to take on some really dynamic submission specialists, but says he did a good job walking his legs up. That'll be a triangle transition if you lose the arm. Izumi doing a good job of posturing his way out of it.
And making Cenci pay for the attack with some stiff right hands from the top position.
Cenci might want to roll through it, still going for the triangle.
Hammer fist lands for Takeshi Izumi. Cenci trying to pull the right arm back past his own cup to create that fulcrum. So much easier said than done when your opponent knows that's what you're attacking.
Yeah, that's good posture, good stack from Izumi. Cenci may have thought he might have his way in guard, but he's realizing this guy knows what's happening on the ground. It's not going to be easy to catch.
Nice work by Izumi also to find opportunities to strike without losing the position.
Yeah, nice short hammer fists.
Final few seconds of round one. A few more left hands from Takeshi Izumi. And he'll send Vinicius Cenci back to the corner with something to think about. So it took some time, but Takeshi Izumi right there in the green trunks, able to get to that top position with the takedown and probably bank round number one. Vinicius Cenci, we'll see what the approach is here in the second frame.
I think it'll be a little less aggression. I think it's, I have the reach advantage, I have long legs. But I'll play the outside, make Izumi come to me, because it was really Cenci who went for that flying knee and landed right in Greco position. Takeshi really didn't have to work too hard at it. Make him work in round number two. That would be the shift in strategy if I were doing the coaching here.
Already Izumi moving with a little more confidence here in round two.
And movements like that are the problem. He stepped right into a kick, and what does Izumi have to do? Catch it, move it.
Yeah. It was beautiful. He caught the kick and did that kind of hand circle that you see so many guys do to just parry the kick away. But he stepped all the way around the leg and hip to hip.
Deep half guard.
Good underhook here and the work with it from Vinicius Cenci.
A lot of good sweeps from here. Izumi thinking about a guillotine that'd be really hard to finish from here. Not impossible, but difficult.
I think more than anything, it's just keeping him on top of Vinicius Cenci right now.
Beautiful sweep. That's how you're supposed to do it from half guard. They're tight with the hips. Going around into half guard, but look for Izumi to use the fence to stand up. He's not trying to use his half guard against the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu specialist. He wants to pop back to his feet. Good job from Cenci, kind of extending that leg right as he was trying to pop up.
Taking the bottom leg away from Takeshi Izumi so he can't build a base.
Now here's the problem with your Cenci, is you only work so much while controlling the legs so that Izumi doesn't pop back up. So it's hard to keep a person down and land effective ground and pound when their back is against the fence.
Takeshi Izumi trying to threaten the neck here, despite the fact that Cenci's sort of climbing toward the seated mount.
Yeah, some powerful Greco-Roman turns from there, but they don't mean anything. It's gonna be tough to work from here. The body lock, trying to step around the guard. Izumi now letting that go wisely and pushing down on the head.
Switches that downward pressure to a crossface and up for Takeshi Izumi. 2 minutes left in round number two. So Cenci with some top control there, Jimmy, but it was all positional. Not a lick of offense landed.
Yeah, wasn't able to do anything with it. Izumi just bided his time, able to stand back to his feet.
Camera 6 for VT, camera 6.
Big breath from Takeshi Izumi as we approach the 90-second mark.
But since he did get the sweep, did get on top, keep picking it apart on the outside, can win the round. Nice left hand, a good right hand. As Izumi was coming in and leaving on that straight line, didn't angle his hips out. I always say never enter straight, never leave straight. Izumi did both things and ate 2 punches because of it.
Long left hand now from Cenci, who's settled into this. Threw another kick, and it was caught from the southpaw stance.
Both takedowns have been kicks at the wrong time, Sean.
Better work here from the bottom position for Takeshi Izumi, getting the legs involved. It kicks away. Izumi scrambles back.
Yeah, Cenci has to push off, get back to his feet. Izumi right now not letting that happen. Yeah, Cenci looks content to stay on his butt.
The chess match of a standing Izumi and a prone Vinicius Cenci extends all the way to the end of round number 2. Thanks to Nimi and Puya backstage. On the main stage here in the Smart Cage, Takeshi Izumi, Vinicius Cenci for the 3rd and final round.
I didn't like the way he ended round 3, Cenci, the kind of passive on his back, waiting for time to run out. That's the kind of thing judges don't like, right? You want to score points and at least show you're trying to get back to your feet. Easy takedown.
Just a big squeeze. Wow. Compromised the spine and balance. Takeshi Izumi bullying the larger Vinicius Cenci to the mat.
Yeah, Cenci in this half guard position. Did well, got a sweep from deep half guard last time. That's slightly different. Wants to move down on the leg. Yeah, so trying to get underneath the far leg. That's how you set up that deep half guard. This Z guard position right here with that knee against the hip, it creates distance, but it's not offensive. And going back to full guard. Yeah, Cenci now trying to scramble up. He didn't do a lot of this in the previous 2 rounds. He was content to work from guard. It's not the key to success here.
Izumi's got a 2-on-1 grip on the far arm, the left arm of Vinicius Cenci. Tries to hook the leg.
One hook in, and good job from Cenci rolling out of that, trying to attack the far arm, but hips weren't in the right position for it.
Cenci recovering guard here, throwing a couple elbows from his back. Izumi's going to have to put some offense together from the top position here in round 3.
We saw at the end of round 2, he went wild with the ground and pound. Landed some big shots. Needs to go back to that kind of energy. He respects the submission game of Cenci. Also right in front of his corner. Cenci just hasn't come up with a solution for the kind of the physical pressure of Izumi. Outside of that half guard sweep.
Watch the back of the head.
Arm triangle set up here for Takeshi Izumi if he can find his way between Cenci and the cage.
Yeah, he also has to get around half guard. Really hard to finish in half guard, especially someone experienced in jiu-jitsu. It's hard to put enough pressure on him. Yep. See how much he goes for it.
If nothing else, it just gives Cenci something he has to react to because of this squeeze.
That reaction could lead to a guard pass.
So you got to be careful not to squeeze your arms out with this because you don't have the positional leverage.
Yeah, definitely want to keep your weight flat. Take all the energy out of Cenci, but you don't want to use up your own energy trying to do it. So far, doing a good job of that. Now with full mount, now we can finish.
Big squeeze from Takeshi Izumi. Cenci trying to defend. Grabbing his own arm.
Turning purple, but did give the thumbs up. Problem is with the fence in the way, Izumi can't create enough distance to really put the pressure he wants on it.
Classic defense here, grabbing your own leg. And that, of course, buys the space on the right side of Vinicius Cenci's neck. But he's far from out of trouble. Back to his feet for now.
And only a minute left in the round and the fight. Got to really turn things around here. Not going to do it from here. Got to go hard for a submission or get some space and land big strikes. Ends up going back to guard. Exactly what is not going to get him the win with 45 seconds left.
Izumi getting a little more reckless on the attack now and kind of dove into that right hand.
reckless, but also confident. I think he knows he can counter the submission game, especially the sweeping game of Cenci. And a lot of what you have from butterfly guard is sweeps.
Cenci tries the capoeira kick.
Looks cool, but didn't connect.
Izumi bullies back into chest to chest. Finds himself in a clinch.
Can he get one more takedown with the time left? Guess not.
And Elbow will finish it to the judges' scorecards again here in Dubai.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, with the fight going the distance, it all comes down to the judges' scorecards for the decision. The scorecards as follow: 30, 27, 29, 28, and 29, 28. All for you winner by unanimous decision, Takeshi Izumi!
Decision win for Takeshi Izumi. Back in the win column.
Click below to subscribe and watch more MMA content.